Hello everybody and welcome to the Exhibition Collision Course pay-per-view event. We're about to get things underway. We have a stat card that we are about to go over. But as people begin to roll in here on YouTube, how is everyone doing? Is Collision Course, it means that the two rosters will combine tonight, and after tonight, it will become one. Merged. There's going to be title unifications later on tonight. There's a lot going on tonight, including our main event in the Hell in a Cell will be for both the Flash Wrestling Championship and the Exhibition Men's Championship. We'll also have the two #1 ranked men in JOW colliding. It'll be Architect and Sam Danger. We have a #1 Qatar match between four of the best women in JOW, and then we will also see Chancel taking on my associate Jordan Norie. We'll see the Blacklist and Havoc Alliance trying to unify both tag team titles. James Rage will go one-on-one against Dragonheart, non-title, as well as James Rage going against Trelly. We'll also see two very similar men colliding tonight between Holmes and Quinn White. But to kick things off, we're kicking things off in a huge way. A unification match between Henne and Jessie Bandana for the Women's World Championship.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the Women's and Women's Championships. Introducing the champion from San Jose, California. She is the Women's Champion, Jessie.
Jessie Bandana winning that title, the Exhibition Women's Championship, only 1 week ago, beating Queen Valiant, the new queen of JOW. She has been an underdog her entire career. She hasn't been here too long, but tonight is the biggest chance of her entire career. She can unify the titles, become the first ever World Women's Champion, holding both titles as they get unified to one. Jessie has a tough challenge. She goes one-on-one with the #1 ranked woman in all of JOW, Henne.
And introducing the champion from Kentucky, Henne.
Two of the women's champions here in JW, they look to combine the two titles. This is one of the highest stakes matches in JOW history, and it's kicking things off tonight. And there's still a lot to come, but this may seal the entire show. One of the biggest stake matches, that's for sure, of the night. Two of the best women here in JW. Both rosters as we combine them. And look at those chops and a spinning forearm taking down Bandana. Henne has been a top player here in JOW's women's division. She was one of the very first women here in JW. The first ever women's match was between Henne and Millie Hughes. Even though she's been here for a while, she has topped the rankings. She won this year's Royal Rumble. She has never been able to win the Women's Championship until last month. where she was able to beat Elizabeth Griffin, the multi-time women's champion, to finally grab her championship, but maybe over sooner than anticipated, because tonight is a very, very tough challenge against Jessie Bandana. Jessie has been the underdog each and every time she has competed here in JOW, even back at her debut, where she debuted in the Royal Kingdom tournament. She was a jester in that match, surprise participant. But since then, she has been able to climb up the rankings, pinning the women's champion in a tag team match, then beating Luna Serenity for the #1 contender spot. And only 1 week ago, on Wednesday last week, she was able to become champion. And now, she does not want to make it a 6-day, 7-day reign. She wants to make this one hell of a reign by becoming World Women's Champion. To do that, she has to beat the #1 ranked woman. And look at this from Bandana with a huge dropkick, sending Hannah flying. And dropkick once again to the back. This is only the first match of the night. We have so much more to come, but hooking the leg is Bandana, looking to make it early, but no, kicking out at 2 is Hannah. And look at that enziguri after all those kicks. She's taking care of one of the greatest in all the community. Hannah is a veteran. Hannah is one of the greatest to ever do it. But she has to make sure she's not overlooking her opponent tonight, sending her spine first into the hardest part of the ring, and now this is taking it to the outside. As Hannah takes care of Bandana on this floor, and you can see the floor, those mats you can see that have all the matches that are yet to come. They're not very thick, they're not very padding. So when you collide to that floor, it's going to be basically you colliding right into the concrete. And look at this agility once again from Bandana, right onto that concrete. That is what she has to use in this one if she wants to become the Unified Women's World Champion. That is the one advantage she has over Hannah. Hannah has the experience. Hannah has maybe the technical game. But Jessie Bandana is a great high flyer, and she must use it. However, if it's on the outside, it's going to be a lot harder to use it, which is maybe the strategy here from Hannah earlier on in this match. She can wear down Jessie Bandana. I mean, she's fought a lot of high flyers. I believe this is the first time ever match, however. I know it is in JOW, but this may be the first time these two women meet, period, in the squared circle. Now count 4, Jessie Bandana back in the ring. Maybe allowing Hannah to get back in the ring, or maybe gonna get a count victory. Both women are champions. That may mean that there is no champion's advantage. Jessie may be trying to outsmart, but look at this! What a dropkick to the back of the head! She doesn't want to do it that way. She has honor, she has integrity, and she wants to become Women's World Champion the right way by finishing Hannah middle of the ring. No disagreeing, no ifs or buts. She wants to become the true champion tonight, does Bandana. But now, once again, is Hannah back in control on the outside, smashing that ankle into that concrete. And as you've seen there, Bandana was able to get into the ring, and she was able to use that top rope to her advantage. On the outside, there's going to be limits to how much aerial offense she can hit without those ropes. Maybe try and bring it back in, but maybe not. She tossed Hannah into the steps. She doesn't want to lose that momentum. Does Bandana. And that is very smart, because if you lose that momentum, especially against someone like Hannah, it's pretty much well over for you. You've got to take whatever you have got. And unfortunately, Hannah has already gotten control with the Falcon Arrow. Bandana in a bad way. Hannah wants to keep her title, take the exhibition title as well, unify the two belts into Well, the history-making Women's World Championship that the winner of this match will receive. And look at this, a power bomb seating down Jessie Bandana. My God. This has already been physical. This is only your first match of the night, and it's been on the outside for the majority of it. But maybe now Hannah just waiting for Bandana to get in the ring, or maybe not. But Hannah's still on the outside. Hannah's still laying it in on Exhibition Women's Champion. Of course, Jessie hasn't had the title very long. I guess you could argue Hannah hasn't had it very long either, but that drop kick sending Bandana into the barricades as Hannah returns to the ring, breaking the count. And as the veteran in Hannah, she's not going to let this go sideways. She's not going to forget about the count, but now maybe trying to get that count victory that Bandana may have been going for earlier, but she's seen Bandana come into the ropes, coming back to the ring, and now Bandana back in the ring as well, breaking the count as well. Perhaps she was trying to bring it back in the ring, just trying to get her into the steps for one last time. Why is that fan on the side of the goddamn barricade? I don't know who built this arena, but I feel like that might be a bit hazardous, having that lady out here. Is that lady? She's got big muscle, big legs. She's a fighter, that lady is. I don't know what she's doing on this side of the barricade. Maybe she'll become the Unified World Champion. Right now it's Bandana who's looking to do that with a Hurricane Rana on the floor. This is still on the floor, you know. It's almost turning into a street fight, but of course that count is still running. And these side strikes to the face of Hannah from Bandana. Na. Now into the barricade goes Hannah after that big strike. Sending her. Oh, but what's Bandana looking for? Draping Hannah across the barricades and a big boot to the ear. Jesus. The count is 6. Bandana has to be careful. She doesn't want to get counted out, and she heard the count just like me, and sending Hannah into the steps once again to make sure she can't get back into this, which is smart. But I think it's in her best interest to get this back in the ring for Bandana. Of course, you can't win on the outside, but if you're Bandana, you've got to use those ropes of whatever you can to get the advantage over Hannah, I believe. Of course, in the ring, it's going to give a certain advantage to Hannah, but I think it'll benefit Jessie maybe even more. I mean, once again, getting sent down to the floor, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Hannah is great when it comes to just about all the boxes. I mean, she's been doing this so long, she knows how to deal with every single type of competitor. But Bandana is taken to her right now. Sending her to this side. I mean, their DNA has been spread all across this ringside area, that's for sure. They have stepped all over here. This arena for a collision course is getting its use. And now into that barricade once again goes Hannah. Bandana is just trying to wear it down, but I think what happens is she just gets a little too cocky, a little too... I mean, she has to bring it back in the ring instead of just trying to do what she can on the outside, because eventually this happens and it gets turned around into the favor of Hannah. And we do this circle back and forth until somebody has to go in the ring to break count. I think either Hannah or Bandana must bring us in the ring, and then they can finish this. Or else it's going to really benefit Hannah, as we're seeing right here, getting these big moves on the floor. And knee strike there. And 6, we gotta start thinking about bringing this back in. One of them has to break the count at least. And there goes Hemme. That's gonna give Bandana a chance to get to her feet, catch her breath here on the outside as she begins to get to her feet. Hemme may be able to catch her. I think Bandana was smart there. Didn't go into it, didn't get caught. But, no matter what, once again, it's Hemme with that power bomb once again on the outside. And yeah, like I say, Bandana, I think it's her best move to get this back in the ring because on the outside, especially right now, it seems to be benefiting the JOW Women's Champion. And a German suplex just colliding, the back of the head colliding with that steel barricade. Saying hello to Tony on that barricade there. Now driven down to the floor again. And just stepping over. Some disrespect there from Hemme. And she's just getting tossed and bossed around all over the place right now. But caught that one, did Bandana. She has to get Hemme back in the ring. That's so important. But instead going for the sliced bread on the concrete. Now get her in. You can finish it right here. But oh, she does. She did it. This is where she has to turn it around. Does Bandana hit something big right here and go for the cover? Look at the head in an awkward position into the knees. This is your chance, Bandana. I think she's going to look to go to the top where she has the advantage. And look at that shooting star press into the cover. New world champ. No, Hemme was able to get the shoulder up. What will it take if you're Jessie Bandana? What will it take if you're Hemme? And now, once again, locking those arms, taking her down. Maybe this is enough for the 3 count. 1, 2. No, 2. Only a 2. Only a 2 for Jessie Bandana. Bandana thought it was it after that sliced bread on the concrete after those 2 moves in the ring, plus the shooting star press. What will it take? Going back to the top now, where she has the advantage. And no, a big club to the midsection, to the gut. And now Hemme's going to try to center, maybe look for that submission right here, which could make, yeah, just like this is how she won the title in the first place. And that might be it. I don't think she can get out of this. Center of the ring after everything on the outside, and that is it. Unifying the titles is Hemme, still your champion, plus your new Exhibition Women's Champion, making her the first JOW World Women's Champion. Well deserved, and congratulations to Hemme. And there, the referee hands her both titles. What a moment. What a victory for the #1 ranked woman in all JOW, Hemme. But up next, we are not slowing down. It's Holmes taking on Quinn White.
Glasgow, Scotland. Weighing in at 296 pounds, Quinn White.
We're about to get this match underway, the second match of the night. This is very interesting because both these guys have very similar inspiration. Of course, both of these guys have inspiration. You can see on the tights, you can see on the attires. Oh, look at that Pele kick to the face of Daniel Holmes. You can see on the attires the King Switch logos. Both these guys getting a lot of inspiration in their moveset, in the style from Jay White. So this is very interesting. I mean, tonight they go one-on-one, but we do know that Daniel Holmes... Oh, but look here from Quinn White first. Hooking the leg. This might be an early victory, but no. Ain't no way you're putting away Daniel Holmes that early. The man who dominated JOW in 2020. The only man to hold both the JOW World Championship and the 5-Star Wrestling Championship at the same time. Multi-time World Champion, 2-time 5-Star Wrestling Champion as well now. Of course, just losing that title now has to get back on the horse, find out where he belongs. Because he doesn't seem to really know at the moment. I mean, he lost the title and now his dreams of once again becoming double champ have seemingly been lost. So what is next for Daniel Holmes? Maybe he starts to find out tonight against Quinn White. I mean, he's kind of been looking out for a tag team partner, potentially. Nice fucking arrow there from Holmes. Perhaps someone like Jay White, not Jay White, Quinn White, who shares so much and similar with someone like Daniel Holmes. Maybe they would make a great tag team. We know Quinn has worked well with the brand in the past. He's worked with people like Bobby Costello, Jason Ramirez. We know he can work well in tag teams, but here in JW, he's been primarily a singles competitor. Right now, targeting the arm of Holmes. Stomping down on the hand and the fingers. A lot of similarities in the two. And did you hear that crunch on that splash? I think he may have just broken something on Holmes. I mean, he is no small man, is Quinn White. We know this from his time in Exhibition. Now locking in the submission, the triangle. Will Daniel Holmes be able to grab that bottom rope? He's blinded by that knee. He can't see the rope. So he's going to have to power up. Quinn White, who's no small man, but he can fly. He can do a lot, can Quinn White. No matter how big and tall and powerful he is. And there's a lariat sending down Quinn White. And he's going for the greatest move in all professional wrestling history is Daniel Holmes. He's going for the wrist clutch assault. Daniel Holmes has had so much success, but Quinn White yet to win a title. Unfortunately, in recent weeks, he hasn't had the best of luck in competition. He's been able to get a few wins. I think 2 weeks ago he got a win, but then lost to Fallen. But here, Daniel Holmes looking to put it away with the greatest move in all professional wrestling history, the WCA. And of course, those spiked knees as well as even more damage with that double foot stomp there from Holmes. He's been using that a lot as well. Holmes with an enziguri from the second rope. But a big boot right there gets Quinn right back on top. But got caught by the hair and into the turnbuckle. And now he's going once again to the second turnbuckle. This time goes Quinn White and double foot stomp again. Daniel Holmes is a striker. Daniel Holmes wears you down with each and every kick, punch, and strike. And now the Saito suplex taken down. Quinn White in the center of the ring. That's something else Daniel Holmes does well, is keep him centered. And now with a Falcon Arrow, once again centered. He could go for the fall, the pin right here. And maybe that would be enough for the 3 count, but he's not going to do that. He thinks he has to hit something else. He's going to go for the submission. Maybe make him pass out or tap out. Well, I mean, he's not grabbing the rope, not from that position. He's centered in the middle of this ring. He's going to have to hit something to fight his way out of that, powering him up, just like Daniel did earlier. Okay, so the midsection here. And here he's just stomping on an arm again. Locking this triangle again. Is Quinn White. If it didn't work the first time, try again. Again, Daniel Holmes just able to power up. Hasn't been worn out enough for Quinn to hit that triangle, make him pass or tap. And there's another kick to the side of the head. A knee, the spike knee, and now the heel to the back of the neck. Daniel taking control over Quinn White. Twisting that arm there as he sets him up, maybe for the boom, maybe. Oh yeah, he's going for the last shot. The boom with a spike knee. That's it. That's gotta be it. 1, 2, 3. No! Shoulder up from Quinn White. There's only one move left in the arsenal of Daniel Holmes, and I believe it is the Blade Runner, which he may have just been going for, you know. I think whoever hits it first puts this one away. Both have been and put through so much. But if you can hit the Blade Runner, it's all over. And what a way it would be to put either man away. And there goes Quinn White once again into that turnbuckle. As Holmes losing that agility. We know Quinn has agility, but so does Holmes. And now he's loading up the knee strike. The black spike knee to the face. Almost. I mean, that forehead of Quinn White has to be near busting open after that. I don't think he'll take much at this point. As he goes from top and a big drop kick to the face. Missile drop kick. Was that a missile drop kick? Close enough. Taking the arm, taking him for a DDT, and that does bust open the face. And his face is starting to look a lot like his hair. Straight red. As now, as the blood rushes through, if it wasn't for that rope break, I don't know what the ref is facing, but to each of their own. And there's a golden spike knee this time. And the double foot stomp. This is maybe the beginning of the end. Quinn White is busted open. He can't have much fight left, but caught that kick. Did White. This is his chance to get on top and turn this one around. Big kick. Oh, was looking for the boom once again, but didn't get it. It's Quinn White now. He's looking maybe for that code breaker. But caught in the leg there did Daniel Holmes. Right after that, and now he's going for it for the 3rd time. The greatest move in all professional wrestling history. And those knees again, those spike knee pads. Gonna do even more damage into the cover after that. 1, 2. No, able to kick out again is Quinn. He's gotta be nearing empty though. Quinn White. Oh, but choked him out, faked him out, took him down and top. Oh, but duck that. Did Quinn White as he picks him up. And looking for the snake eyes. It's in straight into that turnbuckle. As he stomps now on those fingers. Looking to take care. Daniel Holmes. Tossing Holmes into the corner with a forearm to the face. Oh, we know what he's looking for here. That curb stomp. That is a deadly curb stomp. That's it. That's over. Quinn White just won. No, only a 2. Only a 2. Daniel Holmes still in this, but not for long. If he can hit this, if he can hit the Blade Runner, as I said earlier, it's all done. But no, Daniel Holmes moved out of the way. And a knee strike into the Poison Rana. Both. Oh, I think he was also going for the Blade Runner there. And now plants him. Whoever hits that Blade Runner first wins this whole match. And into a moonsault. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Again, shoulder up. What's it gonna take as he plants him up for the Uranagi again? Maybe this is enough. 2. But only a 2. And now, again, can he hit it this time? Can he hit the Blade Runner? Oh, he does it! And he hooks it. There's a dog in the arena. My God, it's over. It's over. Quinn White wins.
Here is your winner, Quinn White.
As a massive turn in events for Quinn White. He's been needing a huge win like this. Up next is James Meadow going one-on-one with Trelly.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 272 pounds, James Malcolm.
James Meadow already in the ring, and now it's time for the elevator music as the EOD prepares to make his way down to the ring.
And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 205 pounds, big time T.
Come out when I move the drapes. Know my move when I grab your waist. Know you fucking a man that's made. Hey. Keep it low key, she ain't after fame. No, she ain't after fame. You like that, oh, I used to be fucking. You don't have nothing to say. Don't care about no cuffing, you wanna keep busting it. Don't let me know when you came. I know you in so many ways. Don't know why you never complain. With you, I can never be shamed. And I usually never say never. Oh shit, look at me today. Lay your Bible, don't need no sage. Club code and you call it glaze. Good sex, that ain't all we made. Wanna get tired of you. I'm in the bus with the top of the
Trelly looking for a big victory here against someone like James Meadow. If the EOD can get it, it'll be a great way to head to the main JOW roster. Look at that, the EOD plants the feet and landed behind Meadows, as now he takes him for a ride. I have returned, and James Meadows may be looking to put him away. But no, Trelly kicking out. I was just making sure that James Meadows didn't forget his lucky handkerchief, but I can see it now. We're all good. Of course, I joined James Meadow to the ring last week on JOW last Thursday, and he got a huge victory against a former exhibition superstar known as Just In Case. If a Trelly is anything like Just In Case, this is an easy victory for Mr. Meadow. Of course, I am on the commentary booth this week, not ringside, but I'm full support for James Meadow here. I know how gifted the EOD is. He is great. He is greatness. It's in the EOD, and there's a brain buster into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, kicking out is the big time. Meadow to the top. Frog Splash was able to get the knees up, though, was Trelly. And Trelly, I believe, is a huge name to be added to our main roster. He's been doing great recently here in Exhibition. If that can continue, especially here tonight on the pay-per-view against someone, the confidence level and the ability level as well as James Meadow. I mean, he believes that he's the very best here in JOW. Some people would disagree with that. Some people would say he ain't even in the top 5, not even in the top 20. But the rankings do not lie. He's high up in those rankings. So, it's Trelly. It's going to be interesting to see how the rankings fare with one another now that they're going to be combined to one. But there's a neck breaker from Meadows. Trelly trying to gather himself, but got put up into the corner. Was looking for a body shot, but was able to get forearm to get out of that. And now looking for the stun gun millionaire is Trelly, and that may be enough to put it away. Will Meadows be able to kick out of the stun gun millionaire? He does. Shoulder up last second. But you can't get hit with much more of that kind of stuff. But it's the EOD on top, but the knees are up from Meadow this time. Meadow pulls something that Trelly pulled earlier. And he hoists them up on top. Maybe looking for that GTS. And it's done. Just like Just In Case, he goes to sleep. 1, 2, 3. No! 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 God, no! Trelly was able to get the shoulder up. I thought he was asleep. So did Meadow. But now, again, not for the stun gun this time, but for the DDT into the cover. That might be a 3, but no, only a 1 count. Early kick out from James Meadow. James Meadow, very experienced in the ring, but shoulders up once, or not shoulders, knees up once again. From the purple shoot, purple handkerchief, leaned up, James Meadows. Dragon Ball Z in all over. Trelly and 2 backflips land on the point into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, it is done. And Trelly gets put away by James Meadows with those backflips, with those star presses. No disrespect to Trelly. He put up a fight. That stun gun millionaire right there almost put it away. But in the end, it is James Meadows standing tall. And up next, the Landmark champion in a non-title match against Dragonheart. It's a battle of the dragons.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Queens, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, Mr. Amazing, the Dragonheart.
Well, Dragonheart wasting no time. This is a huge opportunity, maybe the biggest of his entire JOW career. If he can get a victory over the champ, even if it's on title, maybe a future title opportunity will be in his future. Has held that championship ever since beating Jackson Daniels. Of course, it's not titled tonight, but this is a pay-per-view match. The champion is in action and he's taking on a potential challenger come next week when the rosters do combine this Thursday. The Bleeding Through special, where we'll see even more exhibition talent on the main roster. Of course, also this week it will be Chancel versus Frankie, finally going at it. As long as much more, we have yet to see the main event tonight. Who will be 5-star wrestling champion? Will the match between Duke Drama and Mr. Knox take place? Or will Jason Ramirez potentially become champion? And he will set the future for cyberspace against Mr. Knox. Look at this from Dragonheart. Wrenching on that spine, that back, and driving James Rage into the mat. This is the battle of the dragon. You've got a dragon guy, you got a dragon heart. Only one dragon can drag on out of here. The victor, and it might be Dragonheart right here with the cover, but no, Dragon Guy was able to kick out. James Rage has been in JW ever since the interpromotional show, the promotion wars between us and CXW. But the Landmark Championship was his first title, and only title to this point. What a hurricane run from Dragonheart. Dragonheart has been able to get some big victories, climb near the top of the rankings, but whenever a title opportunity has come his way, or at least a chance to qualify for one, he has come up short. This may be different. Oh, but the knees are up there from James Rage. As Dragonheart was looking for that moonsault from the top. But the knees were up, and now a snake eyes to Dragonheart. As James Rage locks in the greatest move in all professional wrestling history, the Reverse Clutch Assault. And he's gonna do it twice. He's gonna do it twice to Dragonheart. We all love this move, of course. Dragonheart, on the other hand, may not be loving it at the moment, but James Rage for sure loves this move. He uses it every single chance he gets to use it. And that's why he's a great Landmark champion, as he takes on Gets tossed in the corner there from Dragonheart. With a big elbow. Gets him out of there. Hoisted up to the suplex. James Rage does not have a challenger come cyberspace. It's not out tonight, but if Dragonheart can win, he'll definitely have a name. He'll definitely be a name going to that, but the competition gets even harder from this point on. The roster is going to double in size now that the two are combining into one. So James Rage has got to keep an eye behind, eyes in the back of his head, I guess you could say. As a moonsault this time, the knees were down, and the moonsault connected into the cover. 1-2, no, kicking out is James Rage. Dragonheart once again with this. I believe James Rage may also use this move or something very similar to it. Will he be able to make James tap right here? No, kicking away at Dragonheart. Still got caught by these chops across the chest. James Rage was in a match against another luchador, a masked man, only 1 week ago. The toss over top was James Rage that time, and look at Dragonheart joining him. He went against Algamo and won. Maybe that'll give him some confidence going into this week, going into this match against Dragonheart. But Dragonheart has been doing well over an exhibition, beating all the comers for the most part. Breaking the count was Dragonheart as it resets now. The protect that did James Rage, and a big shot to the mast. And now into the knees on the floor. If that was inside the ring, that may have been almost it. But now that we're on the outside, we're getting a close look. Are the fans of the wrist clashes out? Tell me in the chat who you guys got winning this one. Will it be the Lambert champion who seems, no, maybe not in control anymore? Or will it be Dragonheart, the guy who just took control? The masked man, Dragonheart. I believe that James Rage has some more experience over, especially in JOW, has more experience over Dragonheart. But Dragonheart's had some success of his own elsewhere outside JOW that I know of. So don't take him lightly just because he looks like maybe a little bit like a Rey Mysterio fan. He is a lot more than that, I can tell you that much. But look at that. From Rage. Gliding on the floor was Dragonheart that time. Now that we have a count of 3, and this is not good for Dragonheart. Shoulders into that barricade, and that is a steel barricade. Ducked that, went behind, and drove the same spot. And oh my god, he's not dying. He's going for the suplex, the German suplex, and he's still hanging on. He turns it around into this suplex, almost more like a brain buster. Dragonheart has to turn this around at the count of 6. A spinning bat fist into a lariat, turning Dragonheart inside out. He loves to flip around, does Dragonheart. But that time it was not voluntary. That time it was by the hands of your landmark champion. And James Rage is just laying it in on Dragonheart. The count of 8, he has to be careful. He doesn't want to get too into this, or else he will. Count of 9, he has to get in the ring, but he's waiting for Dragonheart to get up. He doesn't hear the count. He's too focused on Dragonheart, and that's a draw. That's not the way we wanted it to go. Well, we've got to keep moving on, but I guess that's how it's ending. Well, it's time to unify the take titles. I have a feeling that between Dragonheart and James Rage is yet to be finished. That's at least certain. But title match, Unification.
Champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers first from Bismarck, North Dakota, weighing in at 233 pounds, King Todd Jackson.
One part of the Havoc Alliance are in the ring.
I can see the hate, I can see the enemy.
Here's
I can
Devon.
see the love, I can see the friends, I can see the enemies. I can see the touches, factions, display insecurities. I can see the ones who kept it real with me. I see it all. I see who got my back, want me to fall. I see the outside, they want me to fall. I see the ones who I can't and can't call. I see it all. I see it all.
I see the people I can and can't call. I'm trying to ball and you want me to fall. Don't hate cause my stat growing and it's getting tall. I can count on one hand who's been down through it all. Fonte don't play it's the name that they love to call. I see it all, I see it all. I see when you scream when I'm hanging at the mall. It was a time when you treated me like a curveball. Y'all stand up if you feeling me. I express myself and then I let it all out for free. Old time if you hear then say what's up. I be out with it as soon as the sun comes up.
Banger! Right there from Devon Jackson. What a theme song. What a voice. But up next is your JOW main roster tag team champions. First, the former world champion, the former
From London, England, weighing in at 275 pounds, he is one half of the Tag Team Champions, Liam Robinson.
tag team champion, multi-time tag team champion, former Landmark champion, and the leader of the Blacklist, the owner of CXW. Tonight, he brings his gold and he wants to get 2 titles around his waist, one on each shoulder, does Liam Robinson. He's been doing this a long time as Liam. He was an early tag team champion alongside Aiden Carter, and tonight he wants to get the exhibition tag titles also around his waist, alongside his partner at the Blacklist, Edward Jackson. He's just taking his time, don't worry. Nice lantern there from the champ. From a Landmark champion of his own. We've seen him on exhibition, did Edward. He didn't say a word, he just kind of came to the face-to-face and left. But tonight he's gonna let his actions speak for him. What a lantern. Beautiful thing that lantern is, but that is when the titles are fighting for, or the exhibition titles are. But that's the main roster title, right there. Thing of beauty. There are your exhibition tag team champions, the Havoc Alliance, and here are the Blacklist, your main roster tag team champions. One of them leave tonight with both titles around their waist. Four championship belts on the line here. What an opportunity And starting off, it seems like it'll be Doug Jackson and Liam Robinson. What is Doug looking for here? Let's stretch in Robinson all around. Of course, he can't keep that on with the referral. But Edward from behind. He was looking to take him down off that apron. But I think he hesitated there for a second. As we seen on Exhibition, when he just didn't say a word, he looked into Doug's eyes and he couldn't bring himself to say anything. They're the team. They're a team in NYPW. And perhaps Edward is hesitated to go against his friend tonight when the stakes are so high on this pay-per-view for the titles, for Doug's title as well. That's a very interesting story. And now, side by side again, and Edward does not do a thing. Who is Edwards united with tonight? I won't question the Blacklist chemistry together. Edward has seen with many, many men in his career. Edward's one of them, Liam's one of them. But right now, Edward in, and so is the Avant. We aren't getting Jackson's United fighting quite yet, and perhaps Edward is kind of happy about that as he takes the elbows to Devon Jackson. Both going for something. Neither are connected. I don't think either connected. It seems like Devon took the better of it, though. But now Edward hoisting up Devon into maybe draping across the ropes. He may have been going for the devastating snake eyes. Instead, just some big shots to the side of the face as he looks to tag in his partner, the leader of the Blacklist, Liam Robinson. We know Devon can sing, but can he fight? Can he fight the Blacklist tonight? Because the Blacklist have dominated not only JOW, but they've dominated CXW as well. And look at that from Robinson. Right now, a lot of the Blacklist hold the gold. We've seen James Rage earlier on in the night, the Landmark champion, who's also a part of the Blacklist. Havoc Alliance they have never lost the titles, have Havoc Alliance. They have been the only exhibition tag team champions in history. That could change tonight on the last night of them being a thing. But look at this. Look at this. Jackson's united face to face. Who will make the first move? Jackson is not hesitated. Not hesitated is Edward. Now he's ready. Now he's ready. He knows the stakes of this match. They may be friends in NYPW. Tonight they are opponents for both tag team titles. Doug made that clear on Exhibition. They may be tag teaming it up as friends, as buddies over in NYPW, but this is JOW. And tonight they are opponents. Perhaps after this they can be united again. In the words of Doug Jackson, hitting that sliced bread there, taking the better of that little meeting. And now it's back to Devon, as he's kicking in the head of Devon right there. Edward trying to make the take back into Liam. Both teams making fairly frequent takes here. Good tag team work. They're tag team champions for a reason, and we're gonna see that. Well, this one's hard to predict. Of course, the Blacklist have torn it down on the main roster, but Havoc Alliance have been undefeated as a tag team. Nobody's been able to take them down. They went 2-0 against the family. They won a ladder match to get the titles and have never lost it since. They've also went against Broken Brotherhood leading up to this match. Took them down just the same. Tonight they could take down their toughest challenge yet, the Blacklist. But Devon once again in there with Edward Jackson as he hits his knees to the ribs. He's wearing gold tonight and he wants to leave with gold. He wants to make history in JOW as a world tag team champion, something, a title no one has ever held before. It'll be both the exhibition and main roster titles combining, unifying. But here again, we have Jackson United in the ring, and Edward is locking him up, but Doug was able to slide him back. And looking for a moonsault, connecting Edward, up to this point, I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to go for this match, but he doesn't seem to have any problem right now. He knows how important this win will be for not only him, but the Blacklist as a whole. Of course, Jackson Daniels is heading into cyberspace, looking to become world champion. The Blacklist could be dominating the entire division if they can retain tonight, and they can win the exhibition titles as well. Edward back in with Doug, but Doug was able to get him by the hair, but elbows to get out of there from Edward Jackson. And a knee to the face, and a moonsault as well. Mamma mia, it might be about done. Only a one. On exhibition, Doug seemed very confident that him and Devant will once again walk out victors tonight. Him and Devant have dominated Exhibition's tag team division. Nobody has been able to top them. That could continue now that they're on the main roster, now that rosters have combined. That may all... The tag title division may change in the way of the Havoc Alliance. No, once again, Devant's in the ring with Edward Jackson. They're getting hung up right there. Looking to make him tap. Is Edward Jackson got the arm around his own neck, but also working on the arm of Devant at the same time. And Liam is trying to make sure Doug is staying out of this one, but Devant does not need Doug. Devant gets out of there. Duck that did Edward Jackson. Spin backface was blocked, and now some big body shots from Devant. Bradshaw as he hits his knees to the face, and he's looking to make Edward go tumbling down to the floor. High stakes, high reward, and now the Havoc Alliance are now twoing on one, but for a second there it looked like Edward Jackson would take them on handicapped. But Doug Jackson slows that momentum. There is definitely respect between the two, but they are opponents. They are going to do what it takes. Big chop and punches as spinning backfist connects. Who's looking for that knee, and that would have been the finishing touch, but Devant was able to catch it. And now slowing down the pace a little bit here. Taking in Doug Jackson. But Edward Jackson gets right back to his feet, sending Edward back to the floor. And maybe just looking to stand over him. Get this confidence, drain the confidence of Edward Jackson. But Doug is going to the floor as well. We've seen Jessie and Hannah go on the floor for a long time. We've seen James Rage and Dragonheart end on the floor. Right now, Doug and Edward want to be careful not to get counted out. What would happen if they got counted out? I mean, I guess the titles wouldn't be unified, or I don't know what would happen. By his height is Edward Jackson. Edward Jackson looking to tag in Liam Robinson. Count of 5 for Doug. Liam could just take this count out victory here, since both teams are champions. There is no champion's advantage in this one. Rolling through, crossbody from Liam Robinson. Big boot to the side of the head. Connects. Turn this around against all gods. 4. Oh, but no. Elbow strikes to go there from Robinson. Robinson is very experienced in the cage. MMA fighter. Codebreaker right there. Robinson is a little bit frustrated as well off of last Thursday. He main evented against a world champion, but it ended with him on the outside getting counted out. So tonight he is not looking for another loss, that's for sure. He's looking to finish this in the ring, take both titles, and go to the Blacklist's locker room. But the risk that yourself, of course, this is the greatest move in all professional wrestling history, and Edward did just hit it. And there goes a moonsault. Tossing Doug Jackson into the corner. Pulling that arm almost right out of the socket, and Doug is able to get back into it, looking for the slice bread. No, he landed it. Boo. That's what Edward Jackson is going to be saying right now after colliding with the canvas. And Doug made the take, and there's that knee. That's it. That's all. 1, 2. No, Devant kicks out. Tag team wrestling indeed. I thought that was it. I thought the Blacklist were going to walk out with both titles. Devant was able to keep this one going for the time being, but the leg drop connects. There can't be much left in Devant Bradshaw. Going for the cover. Doug has to save this, and he does. But Edward is fed up with his partner, tossing him to the outside, making this one-on-one for the time being between Liam Robson and Devant Bradshaw. But look at this. Edward is too focused on his friend, on his partner, making sure that he's out of this. He's not paying attention to his partner tonight, Liam Robinson. And now Devant Bradshaw takes advantage of that and takes out the legs. And Edward is still looking down at at Doug. Perhaps he took it too far. Perhaps he's worried that Doug is out of this for good. And Devant but he turns around just in time to break up this ankle lock. He's going for the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and that's it. That is it. Your JOW World Champions, Havoc Alliance.
I see it all. I see who got my back, want me to fall. I see the outside, they want me to fall. I see the ones who I can't call. I see it all. I see it all.
91407 is where I call home. It's so dangerous and lethal back where I come from. Gotta get what you can, gotta get every crumb. Whether you from the suburbs or you even from the slums. Better days are ahead if we believe it, then we can achieve. A better life is something that we can retrieve. But don't let the current state of the world have you deceived. In town, stand up if you feeling me. I express myself and let it all out for free. Old town, if you hear, then say what's up. I'll be out with it as soon as the sun comes up.
He expressed himself tonight, did Devant Bradshaw and Doug Jackson. They are the new JOW World Tag Team Champions. And up next is Chance Cell taking on the Lost. But Lost no more is my associate. Because tonight, he's a Viper.
Compromised and contaminated. Please move to the nearest exit and evacuate the premises immediately. I'm the venom in your veins. I'm the poison and the pain. There's no cure for the weak, so get out of my way. Biohazardous disaster. Shattered happy ever after. So don't question my technique. You're trapped and now you're mine. You're mine and you're all out of time. Running blind and you'll find your face with your demise. Cause the toxins wear you down, down, down. And I'll drop you to the ground, ground, ground. Getting all up in your head, make you lose your mind again. And you know I'll take the crown.
Well, the found Viper, Jordan Norie, my associate, has a very big opportunity now that he's found himself and now that he's found the Viper inside. He's gotta go down with hey-oh, Chancel.
Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gon' stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing hey.
And his opponent from Oak Park, Illinois, weighing in at 244 pounds, the assassin, Charlie Simpson.
Here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gon' stop. We gon' turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing hey, tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last warning, I'm gonna see call. I am not afraid of the storm that comes my way. When it hits, it shakes me to the core and makes me strong. Got that before. It's not a question about trust, but we stand with us. Can you feel it? Make it real. Oh, I think it might wash away tonight. Awaken from this never-ending fun. It takes more than meets the eye. This war with
Overused in my opinion. But hey, it's Chant's choice of his song, you know. It's not his fault. That's overused. But I haven't heard Jordan's song used before, and I think that gives him an edge. I think that gives him an advantage because my associate just got insecuried. That's fine. He's a tough SOB is Jordan Norie. I have been working well with him. He has called himself my right-hand man, and he's not far off. On exhibition, he has been dominant as Jordan Norie. I have a lot of associates, but Jordan Norie, I think he can be the most successful. I think he's only achieved a little slight amount of his true potential. And tonight, if he can defeat a former 5-star wrestling champion like Chancel, or sorry, I should say Charlie Simpson. If he can defeat Charlie Simpson tonight, he may win. But just getting a quick word with him, making sure he's aware of his true name and how overused his song surely is. But he's still in the. I'm not trying to get. I would never get involved in the match. I'm just letting him know here, commentary ringside, so he can hear loud and clear how overused his song is, and how hard his ass turned it around. But that's fine. Jordan Norie can take a lot of damage. Mr. Norie has been beating brains over on exhibition for weeks, for months. And now he's getting locked up for that knee strike. It's not a great start for Norie, I'll admit it. And Chancel is a very talented opposition. He took Alex Andrews from exhibition on only a few weeks ago, and this Thursday he will take on my other associate in Mr. Frankie. Frankie has used his tricks getting Alex Andrews, but this week it will be the final match. It will finally happen between Chancel and Frankie. Into the cover goes Chancel. 1-2. No. And just like that, the loss. Not the loss. I keep saying that. It's a habit. But belly to belly from the Viper. As he's locking up those legs, and this is his chance to, and no pun intended, this is his chance to get in control. Open crossbody there. He was looking for a cover, but Jordan ain't gonna fall for that trick. And now those elbows, those exposed elbows, and a lariat right there from Jordan Norie. And stomping down on the elbow into the cover here is Mr. Norie. One. No, kicking out. Mr. Norie. This is the first time we're seeing him with his identity as the Viper of JOW, who is now looking for blood. The venom, it goes through the blood, and that venom is gonna kill off Mr. Sill. There ain't gonna be much for Mr. Frankie to deal with this Thursday, I can tell you that much. Look at this. Hey, I got a special present for the Viper, just in case if he decides to use it. Of course, that's just for safety. Enforcing, what was that? But it's fine. It's not fine. It's really not fine. But it's fine. It's good. It's great. It's ideal, if you will. And now he's setting up the draped DDT, a vintage Viper, right there. And he's slowing the pace a little bit here, but that's fine. It's not ideal though. But it's good, it's ideal after all. Super kick was blocked. A big roundhouse. Hey, ref, what the hell? I'm your boss, I'll fire you. But the ref is not my concern. My concern right now is Chance Sill. As he climbs to the top, what is he looking to do? This isn't good. This is not great. A power bomb! You learned that one from the drama. And hey, just so you know, Chance, I was speaking to Mr. Frankie earlier today, and he is ready for your match. And come back here for this. Okay. That's fine. Jordan got a moment to recover slightly. He got a little bit of breath flowing. He is not going to go down anytime soon, but Chance is on top. He is bleeding. Don't forget that. Chance is the one who's bleeding here. And what the hell, Chance? Imagine messing up something from the top rope. Mr. Norie would never. And Mr. Norie would never bleed. Well, you know, blood is a sign of strength, of course. And a sign of strength is Jordan Norie's favorite. I don't know what I'm saying. But he is very strong is what I'm trying to say. Mr. Norie is. Oh, but is he strong enough to survive this? The submission locked in. The burrow. From Chance Sill will no that well, it was a good impression for the Viper. But for the majority, Chance was able to take control, and this is really what ended it. Just like it ended so many other people. It ended Alex Andrews, it ended Jordan Norie, and it will not. I repeat, it will not. This Thursday, there's a 0% chance of it ending my associate, Mr. Frankie. Mr. Frankie will survive and thrive. That submission. He may be locked on his own submission. Who knows? The Bro Derek. Bad move. But up next is our #1 contender 4-way elimination match for the best woman in JOW. Top ranked. A lot of them are top ranked. But the woman who wins this match will be first in line from cyberspace for the Women's World Championship.
But no one cares, it's going down. It's going down. Left to right, but no one cares, it's going down. It's going down. I'm a river run dry.
from Newcastle upon Tyne, England.
And finally, we have 3 women in the ring. But your annual Women's Glory War winner, Natasha Hemme. Natasha Hemme. What an opportunity this is for all 4 of these competitors in the ring. Natasha has been wanting her one-on-one rematch for her championship. She was never pinned for. She believes she should still be champion. She believes that she should get a chance at Hannah for the title. If she can win tonight, eliminate all these 3 other women, she will get that opportunity. Come to cyberspace. But she's got to go against Jaycee, Brite, Cynthia, Saturo, Luna, Serenity, and of course, Natasha Hemme. And also, Jaycee Brite did just announce her retirement, so this could potentially be her final match in a JOW ring. Unfortunately, she's full of potential, but unfortunately, it's the beginning and the end. But what happens if she goes to cyberspace after tonight and maybe she becomes women's champion and leaves with the new world championship? Wouldn't that be special? And of course, this is official now. This could be, if she loses tonight, her final match in a JOW ring, which would be unfortunate. But of course, we'll mosey on in the words of Natasha's theme song. But you've also got Luna from Exhibition, who has been very promising. She was a part of that #1 contender match that Jessie Bandana won. Eventually, Jessie would go on to become champion. Look at this over there from Cynthia into the cover goes Jaycee. Luna was almost an early elimination here. But she's still fighting on. There goes Natasha Hemme. Outside the ring, Cynthia in the ring with Luna, Serenity. Cynthia the #1 contender according to the rankings. And I would say a favorite to win this one. If she can make it to cyberspace, she may become your new Women's World Champion. But Luna, don't count her out. She's been very impressive early on in her JOW career. So now she's setting up Jaycee Brite for something big, something powerful. She goes tumbling down. But Natasha Hemme is watching from ringside, just picking the spot here. I think she's just keeping herself fresh maybe, but goes in with Jaycee. And she's seen Luna take care of Jaycee earlier, and now some double teaming on Brite, the biggest woman in the match, of course. So this is a good strategy from Natasha Hemme. With a hair pull mat slam right there from Jaycee Brite as Cynthia Saturo setting. Oh my god! I hope Luna's alright. She got sent into that post in that turnbuckle. She's got to recover on the outside. Same with Natasha Hemme, the former women's champion, the current, or this year's Glory Royal winner. And look at that double team right there from Jaycee and Cynthia. Cynthia hit the elbow. Jaycee took care of the rest. Jump there from Cynthia. Saturo taking care of the big woman. Cynthia is the last woman left standing, and she has some unfinished business with Natasha Hemme. They fought at Beach Party 3. Cynthia walked out with the victory. Of course, Natasha was also in a one-on-one match with Hannah, non-title, this past week. In the end, it was Hannah who walked out with the victory, but Natasha still believes she deserves a shot. There's a power bomb. Gliding hard does Luna. Some chops and a chop right on back. And chopping both Luna and Cynthia in one go. Spanish fly from Cynthia Saturo. Cynthia in the past while has kind of been finishing off where Tony left off, and of course the sibling of Cynthia, Tony Saturo. Tony, a former women's champion, and she maybe had some unfinished business here in JOW, and I feel like Cynthia has pretty well resolved that for her, taking on Natasha, taking on Kelsey as well. Now Cynthia would love to write her own story, be her own person in JOW, write her own book, and what better way to continue her undefeated streak in the official JOW ring, not including the COG Community Cup. But this is going to be the toughest challenge that she's had in her JOW career to date. I don't know what Natasha's doing, but she's hanging up Luna for that tree. Oh, whoa. Luna's down and dangling. Cynthia's getting boots to the skull. This is Natasha Hemme. This is Natasha Hemme's playground. Finally, Luna came to her senses, got down. Everyone's still in this match to this point. It is elimination. And big stakes for Jaycee, big stakes for everyone, obviously. And you're fighting for an opportunity at the Women's World Championship, and Cynthia almost had Natasha put away. Natasha is still in this one. And all four women just trading blows. And there goes Cynthia on the outside, joined by Jaycee Brite. Cynthia and Natasha. I think not Cynthia and Natasha, Luna and Natasha in the ring. I think Luna was just awaiting Natasha to return to her feet so she could plant her up. Look at the strength, but no slipping behind is Natasha looking for the German suplex in the middle of the ring. Meanwhile, on the outside, look at this. From Jaycee Brite just planting and tossing and brawling Cynthia Saturo. But Serenity with a huge lariat in the middle of the ring. As Jaycee just hits some boots to Cynthia. And what a knee strike there from Luna. Maybe looking to eliminate the former women's champion. Almost had it, you know. Did Luna Serenity. And she's looking to hit the finishing touch. If she hits it, it might be the end. The end is nigh, and so is Jaycee. They're both looking for big moves. Tombstone connects. Jaycee didn't quite get what she was looking for. But into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No! Natasha's still in the match. Natasha Hemme is putting on a fight, putting on a showing why she is a former women's champion. And then Cynthia in the middle ring, picking the leg. But on the outside here, we've got Natasha working on the shoulders. Center of the ring, you got Cynthia looking to pile, drive Jaycee Brite. And now into the cover, but too close to the ropes. Kick to the midsection. And now inside, looking to take out Natasha with her own arm. But in the middle ring, 2, no kicking out. Oh, but she tapped. She did tap, but it's on the outside, so it does not count. If only that was in the middle of the ring. Natasha Hemme would be out of this and done for the night. And it would be even easier for Luna, as well as the other 2 women. But Luna maybe made the mistake of doing that on the outside. But she can just bring her inside or maybe bring herself outside, but did not quite connect fully. Just grazed Natasha with that phenomenal forearm, it looked like. Oh, but Natasha moving out of the way there. Luna got sent into that commentary booth. And Jaycee covering Cynthia, but Cynthia kicking out. And that pinfall is going to make it easier for Cynthia to kick out. She wasn't covering the shoulders. I mean, I know it's dominant if you do win that way, but in this kind of match, you got to do whatever you can to get that pinfall. Maybe the inexperience of Jessie Brite, who then just got sent out. And Luna Serenity locking up with the greatest move in all professional wrestling history. And all 4 women still in this one. They could still go any which way out of these 4 possibilities. Ooh. Oh, look. Luna planting. And 1, 2. No. Hemme able to kick out. Now Cynthia into the ring, picking the leg, maybe looking to take her for a twist, maybe make Luna tap out right here, but no, able to grab those ropes. And now on the outside you got Jaycee and Natasha, maybe the 2 biggest, most powerful women in this match, beating the ever-living Enterward here outside the ring. I don't know why. I'm censoring myself, I've never done it before, but there's Luna Serenity with a spear through the ropes. Maybe looking to pull away someone. Well, Cynthia has never won a one-on-one official JOW match. It would be a huge first elimination by Luna if she could do it. But maybe look for the... Oh my god, what is she looking for? Oh my god! Cynthia head first into that turnbuckle. That's it. She's gone. No, able to kick out. Kicking out at 2 is Cynthia Saturo. And hit something there. Reverse elbow or, I don't even know, maybe a headbutt. But now kicking out is Luna. They are beating everything out of one another. And on the outside, a powerbomb right there. I think Jaycee's head collided with the ring apron. The hardest part of the ring, in case you were not aware. A huge lariat. Double lariat. Maybe looking for a triple lariat. But in the ring, a submission locked up. Torture rack is that? Probably not. I don't think that's what that is. But it's something. And it's not good for Luna. But Luna hangs in just long enough. And look at that. Oh, and Natasha Hemme got sent straight into those barricades. This is Jaycee's what could be her final match in a JOW ring. This is a must-win situation. Go out with the title. Go out with a huge victory here at Collision Course. What better way than over some of the 4 best in all of JOW. Some palm strikes in the ring from Serenity to Saturo. And once again going for the greatest move and all professional wrestling history with a German on the outside from Jessie Brite. But in the ring, we're still locking up that greatest move in all professional wrestling history. Look at that. A thing of beauty from Serenity. And Natasha still getting her ass tossed around. And Cynthia just able to roll out of the way. But Luna, look out. Jessie was coming to take her for a ride, and she's still going for one. Up and down, almost straight over the ring. And if it was a little more centered, Luna would have been done. Luna would have been gone, but caught the leg there. Oh, look at that from Jessie with a goddamn backflip. And that is no small woman. That's the power of Luna Serenity. And Natasha is spying her up from behind, but she was not spying very stealthily, because now one knee to the face. What a match. What a four-way, and still no eliminations. But they've got to be coming fast and hard here soon. Because all these women have been through a beating. And Luna looking to continue that beating on Jaycee. Right, taking her into that knee. This is Collision Course. It's a big event, a monumental, history-making event. We've already crowned the JOW Women's World Champion as she won both titles. To kick things off, it was Hannah. And the winner of this match will take on Hannah at cyberspace. 1, 2, 3, no. Jaycee's still in this. Cynthia was allowing Luna to take that. We've also seen, we've seen a lot tonight. Title unifies. We've seen the tag titles unified. We've seen a lot, but we still our main event for both titles on the line. And right now, Cynthia's almost putting away Luna. What will it take to put anyone away in this one? They know the stakes. They know that this is must win going into a stacked roster. Stacked competition and stacked down Jaycee. 1, 2, 3. No! Shoulder up. And if Hemme was able to get the cover on the shoulders, keep the shoulders down, that would have been it for Brite. But she got cocky, she got arrogant, and she did not go for a better cover, locking in the shoulders, and it cost her there. Because the big woman, the powerhouse, is still in this one. And now, he was looking for something. It was Natasha. Hemme. But Jaycee caught her from behind, looking for, oh my god! I think her head, the forehead of Natasha collided before her back, and that was gruesome, but she's right back to her feet. And right after, this is every woman for themselves. Nothing is personal. Let's work together to take down Cynthia. And then let's beat each other up right afterwards, says Natasha. Taking this one right back to the outside where it was earlier on. Cynthia and Luna back in the ring as well. And a power bomb again on that concrete. This has been brutal. This has been one of the most physical matches of the entire night. Both women's matches have been extremely physical. That opening contest spent the majority of the time on the outside, getting tossed around. And now this one's looking the same. Still, no eliminations, no real advantage here. And a power bomb. They've just all consecutively taken just as much damage and dealt it right on back, and they have not shown any signs of giving up, no signs of fading out. They are on fire. All four of these women are. Right now it's Natasha in the ring as Jaycee's just trying to figure out where the hell she is. This is a big match for Jaycee. Brite could be here last. Natasha believes she deserves the championship. She is still your annual Glory Royal winner. It's been a great year for Natasha Hemme. Or should I say, Hemme? It's been a great year for Natasha. I mean, she was women's champion for a while, but lost in that steel cage. She was never pinned for the title. She deserves another shot at Hannah at cyberspace. 1-on-1, pinfall and submission, normal rules. If you ask Natasha, that is what she deserves. She earns it. If you ask Cynthia, she has been working harder than anyone else, but in the ring almost put away Natasha. Cynthia has been almost undefeated in singles competition outside the Community Cup. She has not been pinned or submitted 1-on-1. And if you ask Luna Serenity, she came so close to defeating Jessie Bandana for that #1 contender spot. If she did that, she may have defeated Quinn Valiant to become exhibition women's champion. She may have earned herself her way into Collision Course to kick things off for the world title. She came up short though against Jessie, and perhaps that was a fluke victory in the mind of Jaycee Brite, but she, not Jaycee, Luna. But Luna did just tap on the outside. Doesn't count because it was on the outside. But that is gonna fuel Cynthia. She knows this one's almost in the bag when it comes to her and Luna Serenity. Meanwhile, in the ring, Natasha's still getting beaten up by the powerhouse and planting her, and that might be it. Can she grab that rope? She does. In the ring. And what action. It's been a great night, and there's still a lot more to come. Well, there's 2 more matches to come. But the big ones is up next. It'll be Arcset taking on Sam Danger, the 2 top-ranked men in all of JOW. Who is really the best? We're about to find out up after this, but Jaycee's night might be over. 1, 2, 3. No, again able to kick out. What will it take? Natasha going up top, getting desperate with an elbow drop to the spine. Now on the outside, this time it's Luna with a submission attempt. Of course, it's on the floor. If Cynthia does tap, it will not officially count as an elimination. But she was able to hang in, but this is not good for Jessie. Brite in the middle of the ring. Natasha setting her up, locking the arms. Oh, not the pile driver on the head. That's it. That's got to be it. All that weight on the head, on the neck. That's it. 1, 2, 3. No! Again, able to kick out. My God. Almighty. This is Collision Course. This is some of your best, not only women's competitors, but your competitors in general. They've got Jessie Brite, who has shown very, very promising ability in her time in exhibition. Unfortunately, it may be the beginning of the end. It will be a great way to go out by pinning her right here. And she does. There goes Natasha. Jessie Brite with the first elimination of the night. It's down to 3. It's now a 3-way. And what an elimination that was, defeating the Glory Royal winner. And Jessie Brite, I don't think Luna sees her, hitting the greatest move of all time. And now, right after the leg drop, maybe double teaming on Cynthia, the biggest threat. The 2 exhibition women taking on the main roster. Undefeated. And her something collided with that barricade, that's for sure. It might be the ankle or the leg. She just got tossed. Almost ran into the crowd, did Cynthia. That alliance between the 2 women from exhibition did not last long. They're right now playing a little cat and mouse. Tom and Jerry. Oh, but Cynthia out of nowhere, taking it to Luna. Maybe this alliance will be back for a moment. Jaycee taking it to Cynthia Saturo. That would be a great match between these 2. That's a match I would love to see, but this might be the best we get if Jessie can't win tonight. And what could be a retirement match. She's going to bring whatever it has. This might be her last chance to do it. So she will do it. In the mind of Jessie Brite. Anyways, Cynthia Saturo may not agree with that. Look at these strikes. It's a miracle. Oh, that one takes her down. I was going to say it's a miracle she was still standing, but that big palm strike took her to her canvas. So Luna just tries to recover. It's not a bad strategy. She does let these 2 fight for the time being, because Luna may have waited just long enough. Cynthia might be gone. No! How did she kick out of that? After everything all these women have been through, and it's still rocking on. Near fall after near fall, big move after big move. Speaking of big moves, that turn Jessie inside out into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And then there were 2. Luna Serenity. Cynthia Saturo. 1-on-1, the winner. The last woman standing will challenge Hannah at cyberspace into the cover. Goes to Luna. And that's it, just like that with that knee strike. What a victory for Luna Serenity.
Here is your winner,
Up next is your top 2 men in JOW taking on one another. Architect versus Sam Danger. First up, it's your former 5-star wrestling champion, your former Exhibition Men's champion, the #1 ranked man in all of Exhibition, Sam Danger. Well, Sam Danger, he's ready, but he's got a tough challenge, maybe the biggest challenge of his entire career, against the world champion, the Rune King, the grandmother loving Architect. What a match this could be, and it's hard to predict a winner. Sam Danger has been on the top of his game. Of course, he was a part of the main roster before going to Exhibition, but on Exhibition, he's unlocked a new part of himself, doing better than he ever has done. So any Sam Danger Architect may have known in the past, in the locker room, he's not the same guy. This is the most dangerous Sam Danger we have ever seen, a former Exhibition Men's champion. Of course, he defeat Duke Drama, who is ringside here, a part of the Texas Combat Club. So there's some bad blood between him and Duke Drama, possibly. That was that game shifter in the main event, the biggest exhibition pay-per-view we've ever had, also the first. Since then, he had a decent reign, and not too long after, though, he ended up losing. I think it was actually his first title defense. He lost to the current champ, Jason Ramirez. Will he be champion after the main event up next? Who knows, because he's going in a Hell in a Cell match against the 5-star wrestling champion for both titles. They're going to get a double champion by the end of the night, and that was their choice. They put all of the money on the table. Right now, it's this match and what high stakes it has going into this new stage, going into this combined roster. We have to know who is the top dog in JOW. It may be Sam Danger. He's carried Exhibition for months. Or it might be Architect, the world champion, who's seemingly been almost unstoppable. The only man who was able to stop his reign was Liam Aldridge. And then when it was 100% versus 100%, no games, no tricks, no cash-ins, Architect proved that he is still the best here. Of course, this is non-title tonight. But if Sam Danger, maybe if he can defeat Architect, prove he's the best, perhaps that puts him in a great position to be added to the line of so many potential challengers. Neckbreaker right there. Of course, Jackson Daniels will be taking on Architect at Cyberspace 22. Oh, did he hit that spear on the side? That is Sam Danger's finisher. It wasn't fully connected, but he got it on the ribs. That might be it. No, wait, kick out. If he hit that fully, that would have been it. And he's setting up his other big move, the Black Mass. And no, he's ducked. He's ducked by Architect. If he hit that, that would be an early victory. We know Architect likes those early victories. He did it at the big stage. I think Dalton Thunder, he's done it many times against people like Chance Still as well. And he's pounding in the face of Samuel Danger. Perhaps Sam would like to become, once again, 5-star wrestling champion. I'm sure he'd love to be world champion just as much. Grab that exhibition championship once again as well. Why not? And if he can defeat Architect, that'll put him right where he wants to be. He's already near the top of the rankings. He's already topped the rankings in exhibition. We'll have to see where he lines up with the other roster. Frog Splash connects into the cover one. No, able to kick out at only a 1. And that was going to shake the confidence of Architect. But he's locking up the finish, the curve, stomp, and that bust open the face of Sam Danger. That's it. If you can center him, middle of the ring, there's nothing else he needs to hit. That's it. That's done. Sam Danger is in danger. 3. No, it's only a 2. Sam Danger is still in this one. He survived the curb stomp. Something very little people have been able to do. But even if you can survive the curb stomp, will he be able to survive it the second time? Will he be able to survive anything else Architect throws his way? Of course, Texas Combat Club are ringside. Sam Danger tonight is outnumbered, but he still has a big fight with him. Sam Danger, as well as being a 5-star wrestling champion, world champion. He started out in JOW as a, well, I guess some would argue he was under the wing of Mr. Tacos back in the day. He eventually decided, nah, I don't need Mr. Tacos, and he's been better. He's never been better ever since taking Mr. Tacos out of his life. And can't argue with that. I think that was at Beach Party last year where Sam Danger fought Mr. Tacos, and ever since he's been 5-star champion. He's been world champion here in exhibition. But in that same time, Architect has won the Landmark Championship. He has won the World Championship twice. Both these guys have a lot of accomplishments, not only in JW, Architect around the community as well. Sam Danger in less places, but he did some work in SWE, for example. And he's still bleeding, but I don't like to see our blood. I think Architect is now bleeding as well. And this is physical, of course. Architect main evented only a few nights ago against Liam Robinson. He took the, maybe not the way we wanted to go in the finish, but he did win the match, and that might be it. No, for Architect. No, kicking out. It was almost enough. If Sam Danger can just hit the spear, can just hit the Black Mass, it's done. There's those headbutts. Sam Danger, he's never been the most normal person I've known. He's a little off his rocker, possibly. But that's going to help him in this kind of match where both men are bleeding. Both men have been through so much in not so long amount of time. And ducked again with the Black Mass. Architect has had an answer for the Black Mass each and every time. And now Architect back in control. Looking for this. If the curb stomp didn't put away Sam Danger, this has to. He's looking to stack him up and slam him down. And that's it. Count to 3, count to 5, count to 10. Norie, no! Shoulder up from Sam Danger. 2-point ace. And he blocked that kick there. Sam Danger just trying to catch his breath. Oh, was looking for the spear again, but again was not able to get fully. Each time Sam Danger has looked for the big move. He has not been able to hit it fully. He got that spear, that first spear, but it did not connect the way he intended it. It got him a little bit on the ridge, but not fully. And again, it was blocked by Architect. Architect he's the world champion for a reason. He knows what to bring to the table, how to take down his competition. And Sam Danger is just as big a competition as anyone else. That knee strike, it might be enough. 1, 2, 3. No, able to kick out, but barely. With Sam Danger. Sam Danger needs desperately to hit that. Well, hit something here. That knee collided with the mat, but not Sam Danger. Sam Danger has Architect up top into the ropes. Got the arm slamming it to the canvas. With an elbow now to the chest. Targeting that arm as well. Another elbow. Driven into the chest. The lungs and everything else of the Architect. And now the Snake Eyes. He's been busted open already, and that ain't gonna help into that turnbuckle. Now just choking him out. Taking this one down a brutal path with Sam Danger, but that's what he does best. As we near the 2-hour mark here on Collision Course, we still have our main event. This is your semi-main event, and it might have just been won by Sam Danger. No! And a kick to the face there from Architect. Take him to the corner. We know Architect has many enemies, many people gunning for his championship. Jackson Den is one of them. Sam Danger tonight. Penguin Taz has said that he wants his shot. He's made that very clear. Among many others. Oh, and that kick to the face. That's gotta be near the end, but he does not go for the cover. He's targeting that wound, that open cut on the face of Sam Danger. Make that blood run down the face and that knee right in the same spot. And what's he looking for here? Nothing good. I'm afraid. And the blockbuster connects. And now flipping over. I thought he was going for the cover. And that may be a mistake not going for the cover. After that blockbuster, he may be out of this. But he wants to hit him with the knee strike. This time he's not going for the cover. No, he's going for the curb stomp one more time. If he connects, it's all over. No, cutter! Cutter from Sam Danger. Where was that from? Into the cover on the rope, but the ref doesn't see it. That's it. That's it. He stole it. He stole it after that curb stomp. And the ref did not see the rope break.
Come on. Come on.
Clean, dirty. Sam Danger does not care. He beat the world champion. And now, it's your main event. It's a 5-star wrestling champion and exhibition men's championship. Both on the line inside the Hell in a Cell. Ryan Warzone versus Jessie and Ramirez to end off Collision Course.
The following champion versus champion contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for the Wrestling and Men's Championship. Introducing the champion from New York, weighing in at 260 pounds. He is the Wrestling Champion,
Ryan Warzone wanted this match. He was the one who started this all. He was the one who asked for Hell in a Cell. He's taking on all challengers, whether that be Mr. Knox, Jason Ramirez, Mark Sabetha, Duke Drama, anyone who believes they deserve to be Fast Wrestling Champion. Ryan Warzone has said, alright, let's see what you can do. But I believe this is his first official defense. Of course, we have matches coming up. This is the first time he's in action for the Fast Wrestling Champion. And what a match it is. High stakes, high rewards. Ryan Warzone wants to turn Jason Ramirez into a chalk outline. But Jason Ramirez is not going to go down easy. This is your main event. Both the 5-Star Wrestling Championship and the Exhibition Men's Championship are on the line. This is not a unification match. The winner of this match will become double champion. Both titles around the waist. But first they have to survive this brutal structure, this hellacious structure, if you will, that Hell in a Cell. Ryan Warzone is confident. Ryan Warzone is ready, but so is this man. The man who's carried Exhibition these past couple weeks, these past couple months. Ever since the inaugural Exhibition Championship match, Jason Ramirez has been at the top, challenging and waiting for his opportunity to become champion. He did it when he defeated Sam Danger. But now we see the most dangerous, the most brutal, and the best Jason Ramirez we've ever seen. And he gets ready to take on Ryan Warzone in your main event of Collision Course. Up next. Alright, that is the Hell in a Cell, and that is only one of the titles that they are competing for here tonight. There is the second. Both titles on the line. One person will walk out with 2 titles around their waist, making history for the first person to ever hold both titles at the same time. First, the 5-Star Wrestling Championship has so much history ever since it made its first appearance back in the early days of JOW. And oh my god, already Jason Ramirez bringing a baseball bat into play. And I think Ryan Warzone is also looking to bring something into play. But he got drop kicked into next week. He got drop kicked over top of the steps. And this has already gone to the outside. This has been This has been brutal these past couple of weeks. They've been brawling all over the place. Right now they're brawling over top. A steel steps. Uppercut sends them back and forth. Every time Jason gets a shot, Ryan gets one right on back. But this time, Jason stays down long enough for Ryan Warzone to pick him up. The fast wrestling champion, the man who won that title only a little while ago. At a beach party, he was able to defeat Daniel Holmes, who just so happened to be a double champion himself, fast wrestling champion and world champion. But that is the only time we have had a double champion. But someone tonight will make history once again as the second person to hold 2 titles at one time. The first person to hold the exhibition and fast wrestling championship at the same time. Another uppercut. So far it's just been shot for shot, nothing too fancy. But maybe that's what we have to expect early on in this one. Just uppercuts back and forth. This has been a slugfest. And we are getting a close look at it. They're right outside the steel. Well, inside the steel, but outside the ring. And we just seen Jessie Ramirez getting sent into that steel. And now it's Warzone's turn. And he went thud into that side, that thick part of the steel cage. And now right into the steps as well. Tell me down below who you guys got walking out double champion tonight. Here at a collision course. So for Hannah and the Havoc Alliance have been able to unify the titles. I meant to be keeping score of which roster is winning. I can check. I know what I'm doing. Sure I do. Still, these uppercuts back and forth here. Kick off the match, or kick off the night, we had Hannah and Bandana. Hannah walked away. That gives the main roster 1 point. Quinn White and Daniel Holmes earlier on. We've seen Quinn White, so that's exhibition. That tied it up 1-1. Going into the steel again goes Ryan Warzone there. And head first into the steel that time. And that's not going to end well. His head may be somewhere else. James Meadow was able to get the advantage back to the main roster against Trelly. Oh, but into the cover here. This might be it. This might be it, you know. 1, 2. No! Not yet. That baseball bat has not even been used, but Jessie Ramirez may not need it. Looking for a lariat, but turned around to the German suplex right into that baseball bat. That handle collided with the back of the neck, and that one really collided with the back of the neck. But he's not swinging it quite right. I think he went headfirst into that steel cage. And I don't think Warzone quite knows exactly where the hell he is. He's a straight fighter. This is not... I mean, he's been in similar situations before. But this might be the worst. Oh, what an ace strike. Takes him down. That's it. That's lights out. Double champ. No, able to kick out was Ryan Warzone. It's not over yet. Not that easy, says Ryan Warzone, even though he's been through a lot. Both these guys have been through a lot in such a short amount of time. And the DDT turned around by Ryan Warzone mid-air. As he's got the baseball bat once again. And into the... right on top of the head that one connected with. Dropkick was blocked by Warzone. And now a suplex. Right now the baseball bat in the hands of Jason Ramirez. We've seen this go backstage before. Hockey sticks were involved. I mean, we've seen on in the locker room, Ryan Warzone was thinking about what should I use come collision course, and I'm pretty sure some way, I think it might have been Holmes or Chance or someone suggested a baseball bat. And that may have not been a good strategy, because now it's Jason Ramirez using that baseball bat to his advantage. And Warzone is just about done, and now up top. No, caught it, and hit him into the ribs. And just brutally using the sledgehammer. Both men are to beat one another. Going into the cover now is Ryan. Warzone 1-2. No. And I believe Exhibition are currently winning by 1 point. Ryan Warzone needs this win to tie up the score. And the spear, it might do it right here. Double champion Ryan Warzone. It might be official. No. Jason kicking out of the spear. And now a moonsault connects. Jason Ramirez, if he can win this match, it will be in the bag for Exhibition. Exhibition will defeat the man roster. When it comes to who has the most wins tonight, I think it's 4 or was it? Yes, 4-3 after that semi-main event. So if Ramirez can now win, it will be 5-3. If Warzone can tie up the score, it will be 4-4. Unless I did my math wrong, but but look. He's not worried about math with Jason Ramirez. He just planted him. I think it may have been on that baseball bat. It's over. No, shoulder up. Shoulder up from Ryan Warzone. What will it take? What will it take? It's out. I mean, it can't go very much longer. They've been using baseball bats. They've been using the steps. They've been using uppercuts. They've been using... Oh, this isn't good. This is not good. Where is Warzone going? Wherever Ramirez wants him to go into the cage. Almost took this whole cage right off of these bars. And another uppercut. Ryan Warzone can't catch a break. And of course that floor as well, we've seen it used a lot tonight. That is straight concrete. There's not much padding on those floors. So he got sent into steel and then collided right into concrete. Warzone has got to be just about broken man here tonight. But he's been through worse. He can turn this around. Another uppercut takes him staggering into the steel. And he doesn't know where he is at this point, does Ryan Warzone. He's glazed over. He's just trying to keep himself on his feet. He's not worried about reversing right now. He's just trying to survive Jason Ramirez. I mean, he won his first singles championship at Beach Party, becoming Fast Wrestling champion. This is his first defense. He's already accepted challenges from people that he has not faced, but out of nowhere, he turns around with a German suplex. He's back to his feet. He knows exactly where he is. Well, for now anyways, as he sets the finish up, this is his last chance. If he cannot connect, I have a feeling it's all over. But he's got him up, and he's setting up the one-winged angel. That's it. Nobody kicks out of the no. That's it. That should have been it. But Jason Ramirez says not yet. Jason Ramirez says, I am not losing the Exhibition Championship. I am not losing this opportunity to become 5-star wrestling champion. And now Ryan Warzone is frustrated. Baseball bat right to the mask. And the head and the forehead. And he's going to have a concussion if he can't turn this around. If he doesn't already have a concussion, both these guys have to be just about ready to go to sleep here. My God, ref has to consider breaking this up. I mean, repeated baseball bats right to the head. There's no way. There's no way in hell. Oh, but back up somehow. How the hell did he do that? From behind Dragon. Dragon suplex into the cover. How did he get up? How is he covering him? How is he doing this? How did he win? He won. The frustration of Ryan Warzone costs him the match. Instead of trying to finish it, he's repeatedly hit him with that baseball bat, and out of nowhere, somehow, Jason Ramirez to his feet. Dragon snap suplex. And 1, 2, 3. Double champion.
Here is your winner and the
It's a rare thing to have a Hell in a Cell match here in JW. And we have him tonight at Collision Course. And the result is Jessie Ramirez is double champion. This is a man to watch. This is a man to be careful of now that the rosters combine. As he holds 2 titles above his head. But thank you all for watching. We will see you this Thursday for JLB episode 100. Or actually, it'll be a special. It'll be the Believing Flow special. We will continue to see more exhibition talent on the main roster and vice versa. So make sure you watch this Thursday. Congratulations to Hannah. Congratulations to Havoc and Lines. Congratulations to Jessie Ramirez and everyone else who walked out with a victory tonight. And we will see you next time.